Yo, what's up? So just wanted to record this quick testimonial for my man, Zack. Actually, just gonna be giving you like a short overview of how my relationship went with him. Essentially, I started working with Zack for agency coaching and agency growth, right? And with that offering, one thing I was looking for before you even joined the relationship is that I've talked with other consultants, other business owners, other like different programs around their offering, right? One of the biggest things that I found was that a lot of it was based in a group coaching model, and at that time I realized one of my greatest growth moments actually come when I have one-on-one support, right? So I said, okay, the decisions that I had like already like done beforehand, I was like, okay, I'm gonna change this, because when the opportunity came around to work with Zach, I was like, Zach's been running a multi six-figure agency and he's at the level that I want to be, so why not just learn from him directly and having that one-to-one like relationship, right? So that was like the first thing when it came to my decision working with Zach. And one thing that I was looking for when I was joining is that, one, like I said, I wanted to understand what it took to build a multi six-figure agency that produces and that continuously works without you, right? Because that was one of my goals. The second one was that I wanted two more things, right? The second was that I wanted clarity within my offering. The offering that I just had out is that I took a client through it. I realized like, hey, there's a couple like different pieces that could be fixed, and I wanted clarity on how to go about that. Then the third thing is that more so clarity within like a more mental support, I would say, capacity in that regard, because what I was looking for is that I'm essentially like one of the few business owners within my family, and with him working with him, he allowed me to see like what it takes to run an agency, how do you have to operate on yourself on a day-to-day basis, and what it actually looks like behind the scenes. Because like I said, I had an understanding of what it looked like being one of the few business owners within my family, as well as leaving my past startup and knowing like what it looks like. But having that from a first-hand experience from an actual done-for-you agency model was definitely helpful for me. So now in the relationship, when we started working together, I guess the biggest things, and this kind of goes back to like what produced results in the day. This was what we broke down was in the foundationals. So foundationals was three things. One, making sure you're doing the right actions day to day. So within my process, I found that, hey, the services that I was running, there was one component, right? Cold calling, right? This was a component, right? Since I run an outsourced BDR agency, that one component was having a lot more effectiveness on top of all the results that we're doing. So rather than just offering the service as a standalone, just email, adding different components allow me to increase the efficiency of what we're getting for our clients and allow us to have better results. So that was the biggest like learning lessons that we had. And then with that, the second thing, and I guess it goes into the third thing as well, is that when we started working together, focusing on the basic actions, is that making sure when you have something that works, keep doing it continuously. Because I actually got myself into like moments where I just stopped doing what was working, and just like completely, how I say, for lack of a better word, just like, yeah, just stopped it and just started going off into La La Land. And then Zach like told me like, yo, what are you doing? Focus on these few things, right? So that's pretty much the biggest things I would say for me, because La La Land was like crypto, NFTs, going heavy into that, just like focusing back onto the core business. So overall, I would say experience working with Zach has been one of the best investment decisions I've made, in a mentor for a long time, and I would do it 100 times again, because during there, I ended up enrolling a client for my agency, and now with an updated offering, as I'm continuously improving it, right? I landed that client for 10% equity, not 10% in commission of all the deals that we close, and the deals that they usually close are like multi five-figure deals. So that right there is on a 6-month contract for that client. That's right there is like close to 10,000 to 20,000. Just simple opportunity just for that one client. And as I started working with Zach, I started to refine my offering more so as a business owner. And that's pretty much what I wanted to when I was working with Zach. Understanding how to think like a business owner and putting the operations and things in place in order to have the results that I wanted to see. So overall, like I said, if I wanted to make this decision again, I would 100 times do it again, because the ROI, it paid for itself, not in just the monetary gains, but in terms of the non-monetary gains, and how I feel and how I see my path and how I see my agency going into the multi six-figure and multi seven-figure mark. That's the plan. And like I said, great investment working with Zach.